But recently, within the Lil Tay universe, she turned 18, and guess what she decided to do?
She dropped the link? She dropped the link.
Started OnlyFans, which is nasty. But what's even...
See, wait, but I have something to say about that, because I remember seeing... I'm not that gullible, but I remember seeing something on TikTok earlier today regarding her whole OnlyFans, saying that it was a scam. This is crazy. She actually did it. Wow. I never thought I'd see the day that a freaking 18-year-old girl would start a OnlyFans. That's crazy. This is a reaction I have, how do I say it? It's from Cameron. This is a video I have from Cameron here. Shout out to Cameron, by the way. But this is crazy. I didn't actually think that she was gonna... Wow. Let's see. Let's just see what happens, bro.
Okay, so if you were on social media back in 2018, then you've probably seen this girl right here. Lil Tay, aka the youngest flexer. The 9-year-old child that was Gucci down to the socks, flexing on everybody that came into her vicinity. It didn't matter who...
I wanna know how she got that rich. I heard it was from her dad or something. Her dad, her mom, something like that. But I remember seeing this kid. I was like, what, like 13, 12 at the time. I had broken my foot, and all of a sudden, that's crazy. Like, she just started going viral.
In front of her, she'd flex on them, no matter what. Bill Gates could have been directly in front of her, and what would she do? Hit a money spread. Donald Trump could be in front of her. What would she do? Put a band to her ear. She was out here trying to make everyone look broke back in 2018. She would flex cars, houses, and money all within her videos. But in that same year,
she would also talk to other artists like X. Who else? I remember 6ix9ine at the time. He was going pretty popular back then. Who else? Yeah.
Out that her brother was the one making her say all these wild things within her content, essentially just trying to exploit his little sister for views.
Go back and say like, no, you broke. You still, you out here, you were out here like with your irrelevant ass.
They can't even get the words out, bro. I don't know if this guy knows English or not. They can't get the words out. She can, apparently, it seems.
Like, bitch, I'm way more irrelevant than you.
And another thing that came out in that same year was that all the houses and cars Lil Tay was flexing weren't actually hers. Oh my gosh, are we really surprised? It's a 9-year-old. Do we really expect a 9-year-old to be flexing a Lambo and houses? Come on, man. But they happen to just be rental properties because her mother was a real estate agent. And her mother actually ended up getting fired for that. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
But like I said, people actually believed it was Lil Tay.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. My bad shot. My dad came through. That's crazy. I didn't think that was gonna happen, bro. That's weird.
Things are like pretty stupid. Like if you genuinely believe this 9-year-old had all this money, cars, and houses, like I'm not gonna lie, your IQ is probably -6. Like it's got to be somewhere in the negatives. But yeah, pretty much.
I was a little kid back then. You can't. I was impressionable. You can't tell me shit. All right.
Lil Tay was caught fake flexing, and she eventually disappeared off the face of the earth. But then in 2021, a post was made on Lil Tay's Instagram stating how a guy named Chris Hope and Honey Hope were using a bunch of Lil Tay's money, and that guy Chris Hope actually isn't just any guy, that's her father, while Honey Hope was her stepmother. And there were a few other posts talking about how Chris and Honey were abusing Lil Tay, and this was all posted by her brother. And after that, not much was really heard until August of 2023, when there was a Lil Tay death rumor randomly posted on her account that...
No, I remember this so clearly back in 2023. It had us all to the neck, bro. Like, they had us on a chokehold with this. I really thought that she ended up passing away. Well, they ended up clearing the room. That's when she came back. They ended up clearing the rumors later, but I had thought that she had passed away. And I remember sending this to my friend. We were like, damn, that's crazy. We didn't like we genuinely thought she had died of freaking cancer or something. I don't know. That's crazy.
Claimed that her and her brother just unexpectedly died out of nowhere, which is pretty crazy because no one really heard anything about this girl for years. And for her to be dead out of nowhere, that's pretty insane. A lot of people questioned how she died, and also just by hearing about how her father was abusive, people thought straight away that he maybe had something to do with it. But lo and behold, she wasn't actually dead. Apparently her account was hacked, and then she later decided to drop some music, which is pretty fishy because it kind of seems like she faked her death for the promo, you know, like claiming the account was hacked, but you somehow had a whole music video ready to go a few days later. Hey, but like she said, the account was hacked. Who knows? And I'm not gonna lie, the song is not that bad. It just sounds like some, I'd say like H&M, Forever 21, Target music, maybe even some TV commercial music. That's what it sounds like.
Like Walmart music. Bro.
But since then, she pretty much stayed on the internet, and she actually underwent an open heart surgery, which at first I thought was fake as well. Like the way that they announced it was they put out this post saying, "We have devastating news." And I think like if you want to announce that somebody has open heart surgery, you don't want to treat it like a Playboi Carti album release. Like tell us the news within that same post instead of trying to hype it up, you know? But then I kind of started believing it more when this post came out. Like that one is more believable. I feel like it should have been led with that, but who knows? They may not have had that video, so I'm gonna give them benefit of the doubt. And this post kind of sealed the deal for me. This made it even more believable.
You know, I genuinely thought she died here. You know, I'm not even trying, like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I genuinely thought she had died. For real this time.
You can see it shows her in this hospital bed and everything. Which then I was like, okay, that makes some sense. After the whole surgery though, she wrote out a song called Growing Up that was apparently pre-recorded before she went into surgery, where she talks about being afraid of growing up and things of that nature. And after that, she pretty much just stayed posting on TikTok. And she also started streaming. There was like a little arc with her and Rakai, and they were streaming a ton with each other. She also had an arc with Speed's little brother. But recently, within the Lil Tay universe, she turned 18, and guess what she decided to do?
She dropped the link? She dropped the link.
Started OnlyFans, which is nasty. But what's even...
See, wait, but I have something to say about that, because I remember seeing... I'm not that gullible, but I remember seeing something on TikTok earlier today regarding her whole OnlyFans, saying that it was a scam.
Even nastier is that she made a whopping $1 million within the first 3 hours, which, mind you, is 3 hours quicker than Bad Baby. For y'all that don't know, Bad Baby is the Catch Me Outside girl, and
sick dogs, bro.
She dropped in OnlyFans the moment she turned 18. And it took her 6 hours to reach $1 million. But Lil Tay reached $1 million within only 3 hours. And she decided to drop this video right here.
Y'all already know what the f going on. We just broke the link record with the youngest link of the century.
That is crazy. We just broke the link record with the youngest link in the century. Hooray! Let's go!
No, but see, what's crazy about this is these freaking gooners, bro. They come in all shapes and sizes and forms, all right? So they come in all age. Well, not all ages, not younger people. But I mean, some could be younger. I was exposed to that stuff when I was a little ass kid. I genuinely believe though that it's pretty, like, what has this fucking world come to? Because how is it that a minor turns 18? She's still a minor, technically. Like, I don't want to say that you're, like, the legal age for you to become an adult is 18. But I genuinely think that, like, you literally just turned 18, so you still have that mentality, that little kid mentality. So I still think she's just this little twerp on the internet, just flexing money and making music. That's what I truly believe. I truly believe that she's still young to be doing all of this. But I mean, all these other gooners are gonna come at me and they're gonna say, "Oh, well, she just turned 18. She's legal, right? She's legal. She literally just turned 18. She's an adult." She still has that freaking mentality. She is borderline mature still.
Like there should be more explosions within that intro right there.
$1 million in a couple hours. I'm still the youngest one doing it. For all the grown-ass haters who've been hating since I was 9 years old, look at me now. What y'all got to say? Y'all been doubting me for 7 years. You can hate on me all you want. You can't say Lil Tay ain't winning. So for everybody out there, do whatever the hell you want with your life. Who gives a fuck what people have to say?
This woman is not even a woman. This little girl is dropping a whole motivational speech after breaking a record on OnlyFans. Holy crap, dude.
And remember this, Lil Tay rich and finna get richer. Oh yeah, and thank you to all my supporters who have pre-ordered since 2018.
Wasn't she beefing with? Whoa! What did she just say?
Oh yeah, and thank you to all my supporters who have pre-ordered since 2018 or whenever you did.
That's fucking crazy. These gooners, bro. These sick dogs, man. There's only one good thing you can do to a sick dog. All right.
Now that is an insane way to end it off, which we're going to talk about that in a minute, about all the people who sub to this OnlyFans. But what I want to talk about before are the numbers. 1 million within 3 hours. Now,
I was going to say she was beefing with Bad Baby when she was a kid, of course. Now she's still technically, well, she's not beefing because apparently she doesn't really give a fuck, but she was actually like, Bad Baby just doesn't like her. I know that.
These numbers are a little bit big.
But it's never mind. I was gonna add more commentary to that. I don't want to yap a whole bunch, but
Lil Tay is most likely with an OnlyFans agency, and they usually boost numbers when these girls post how much they make online, so more people will join that agency. Oh, she makes $1 million? Oh, why don't I try OnlyFans as well, but why don't I just join their agency? I might make a buttload of money just like her. When in reality, that's not gonna happen. There's this one girl, her name is Sophie Rain.
We all know her. She has Gen Z on a chokehold. Well, she technically had it on a chokehold earlier, like, I would say 2024, 2020, like when we barely started to get, like, that infamous viral video that went off on TikTok of her at an arcade. That's when everybody started watching her.
A TikToker and OnlyFans girl, and she dropped a screenshot showing how she made $40 million in a year on OnlyFans, when in reality, I don't believe she was making that much. I think a lot of that is inflated from her agency. She definitely makes bread, but 40 million, I don't believe it. I genuinely don't. It's most likely
She genuinely makes more than what you and I can make in a year, right?
boosted. And I think the same thing is happening with Lil Tay right here. But that's besides the point. Lil Tay started an OnlyFans, and that is absolutely disgusting. And the fact that she broke this record apparently means that there were many men out there waiting for this moment, just counting down on the clock. They had the day set and everything. I can't
They had it written on the calendar and everything. You know, that's the thing with these people. That's the thing with this modern world today. That everybody, like, it wasn't so accessible back then, but now it is with just a click of a button and a couple dollars, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Tay's OnlyFans. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting all my life for this specific moment. Drooling out the mouths. Like, it's absolutely disgusting. Just straight up spawn camping. Y'all are weird. Y'all are straight up weirdos. Even though Lil Tay...
But wait, hold up. I am hearing rumors that Lil Tay is possibly scamming people, faking it, saying, haha, there is no content for you. You know what I'm saying.
That's legal. She's 18 now. I still believe that a lot of these men who subbed are straight up EDPs. Like, I truly believe that. Like, I genuinely don't care that she's the legal age now and that you can legally sub to her OnlyFans and stuff like that, and she can legally make content like this. The fact that y'all were so quick to fork over your money once she turned 18 and dropped this OnlyFans just shows me that a lot of y'all found this girl attractive when she was underage. I just find it very weird, and a lot of the people who subbed need to be locked up ASAP. Like, these people do not deserve to walk the streets freely. We as people should not be brushing shoulders against people who sub to Lil Tay's OnlyFans. They need to be locked up in the Arkham Asylum. They cannot be roaming free on these streets. Now, one thing I do see a lot online right now is a lot of people blaming Lil Tay for dropping this OnlyFans, which, like I said, I think it's very disgusting. Like, Lil Tay could have done anything once she turned 18, and she decided to go the OF OF route out of all things. Didn't even give life a chance. Talking about being scared of growing up. You haven't even grown up yet, and you decide to go to OF straight up.
Watch her start complaining about all these other men sexualizing her and all of this. I feel like she's she's definitely far too young for this. Not I know. So she's definitely gonna come on this internet and she's gonna be like, oh, like, y'all are sexualizing me and this and that. Like, I watch. She's gonna start complaining pretty soon.
Away. That is crazy. She could have really focused on streaming, but she decided to go this OF route. And her and her team know what they're doing. They essentially want these weirdos to look at Lil Tay sexually, all for some money. The OF and the whole corn industry is absolutely disgusting business. It's disgusting. Like, they're trying to bait in EDPs. That's the craziest part. Because at the end of that TikTok, she said, to y'all that have been pre-ordering since 2018, thank y'all, or something like that. Like, that is weird. And that's really the target audience, which is kind of crazy. But in a situation like this, I can't even really blame the woman as much as I can blame the men, because obviously there's a market for this, and a lot of women who do OnlyFans are just exploiting that market. I feel like we all can agree that if there weren't these weirdos out there buying OnlyFans subscriptions, OnlyFans wouldn't even be a problem. But unfortunately, there are weirdos buying in, which keeps OnlyFans afloat. And before y'all take
My opinion, OnlyFans is the twisted version of Patreon. Patreon is where it's similar to OnlyFans, but there's less provocative content. I don't even use Patreon. I don't have it downloaded on my phone, but I think that it's like, if you want a glimpse of somebody else's private life, or, you know, exclusive content, not that content, but exclusive content, then people would sub on Patreon. It's just that OnlyFans is more like, you know, more sexual, more, you know.
Take what I said out of context. Let me just clarify. I think both sides are pretty weird, right? But for something like this to stop, men need to stop spending money on OnlyFans. If men stop spending money on OnlyFans, then OF wouldn't be as much of a problem, and we'd probably see less women turning to OF once they turn 18. But unfortunately, weirdos are out here buying into it, which keeps OF afloat. Meaning things like this are going to continue to happen, unfortunately. You hate to see it. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. All that being said, this is going to wrap up the video. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate you. Twitch Cameron WAK, Twitter.
But yeah, don't subscribe to him, subscribe to me. That's all I'm gonna say. If by the end of this video you have better subscribe to me. No, I'm just kidding. But please do it. Please do it. Don't subscribe to him. No, I'm just kidding. I like Cameron. I was just playing with y'all. That's crazy. She actually, people to go this far, like, they go out of their way to spend some money on a minor. It is preposterous. What is going on with this world, bro? What is going on with this world? Genuinely. I still got another video I want to share. We're just gonna be watching videos all day, probably.